The situation in the Middle East reaching a tipping point. Will there be all-out war between the Israelis and Hamas in Gaza? Or will frantic behind-the-scenes efforts, talks in neighboring Egypt, help bring an 11th-hour truce? On the ground, the casualties are mounting. In Gaza, women, children among the dead. As we learn, the Israelis today were trying to target the home of a key militant, but many others were hit by that missile. Meantime, in Israel, as families rushed to shelters, holes where the Hamas rockets landed. And these images tonight over Tel Aviv, Israel blocking some of those incoming rockets aimed for its most populated cities, knocking them down from the sky, part of the so-called Iron Dome anti-missile system. President Obama tonight vowing support, saying Israel has a right to defend itself, while at the same time saying a ramp-up in military activity in Gaza, a ground war, would be bad for both sides. We have a team in the region covering the Middle East on the Brink tonight. ABC's Christian Amanpour and Matt Gutman in Israel. But we do begin here with ABC's Alex Marquardt in Gaza City tonight, where that latest missile strike was the most destructive yet. Alex.
Good evening, David. This was the deadliest day in Gaza since this escalation began. In one incident, 11 people were killed, almost all of them from a single family. This as Palestinian militants continue firing rockets into Israel. The military says almost 1,000 of them so far. The thick smoke of the Israeli airstrike in one of the most densely populated places on Earth. This is that house that was hit, and it has now completely collapsed, and it really is chaos around here. 2 bulldozers, emergency crews, and really anybody around digging through the rubble, trying to find anybody who survived. The Israeli military was targeting a Hamas rocket maker and hit a house that wasn't his. Those dead included 4 children and 5 women, and tempers are now flaring. More than 70 Palestinians have been killed in the past 5 days. The wounded number almost 700. Earlier in the day, Israel struck 2 buildings with Hamas and international media offices. They said they knew journalists were there, but that Hamas was using the building for operational communications. 6 journalists were wounded. This as Hamas and the other militant groups kept up the onslaught of rockets flying into Israel, many of them launched from those populated areas. Gazans we spoke with today say they're skeptical of the chances of any real ceasefire. They told us they've simply seen too many agreed to and then broken.